The Model 2 approach in Jakarta server pages. Here you can see a Model 2 approach. This category is analogous to model view design pattern. Here the where the front end component is the model and the presentation the front end component is the model and the presentation component is the view. This approach was referred to as Model 2 programming model in the earlier releases of JSP specification. It differs from the Model 1 essentially in the location at which the bulk of the request processing is performed. This figure below shows the Model 2 approach. In this approach, JSPs are used to generate the presentation layer, either JSPs or servlets to perform process intensive tasks. The front end component acts as a controller and is in charge of request processing and the creation of any beans or object used in the presentation JSP, as well as deciding, depending on the user actions, which JSP to forward the request to. There is no processing logic within the presentation JSP itself. It simply responds to for retrieving any object or beans that may have been previously created by the servlet and extracting the dynamic content for insertion within the static templates. Instead of writing servlets for front-end components, you can choose if you wish to use JSP that contain only code and doesn't have any presentation responsibilities. Whichever option is used and is this approach typically result in cleaner separation of presentation from content, leading to delineation of the roles and responsibility of the developers and page design, especially in complex applications. Beans that are used by the JSPs are not the same as the enterprise Java bean EJBs, but are usually simple classes that serves as data wrappers to encapsulate information. They have simple get and set method for each bean property. The properties further correspond by name to the HTML variables on the screen. This allows the beans properties to be set dynamically by JSP use bean tag without doing an individual request.get parameter name on the request object. Here you can see the browser on client. Browser on client is connected to servlet or JSPs via request, and so this is servlet or JSPs. The client requests are intercepted here, the controller. Servlets and or JSPs is connected to presentation specific JSP. Only responses to via forward and only responses to client views. Servlet or JSPs and presentation specific JSPs interact with EJB Java beans via users or instantiates. EJB Java beans interacts with database. Presentation specific JSP is connected to browser on client via response. Servlet or JSP, presentation specific JSP, EJB Java beans, and database are inside server. Now this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching it.